recording now and sharing my screen. So in today's class, we will see how we can create a custom table, and we will extend one table to that, that is task table. Then we will add fields to that our custom table. Then we will add audit, like which we have done yesterday. And then we will see what are the 4 default ACLs on our table and what is use of that. Okay. Going back to PDI tables, system definition table. Then I am creating new. I am giving name as demo Gautam. Okay. And when I give my first name, you can see this when I'm giving just label, this name is coming by default. And whenever you create anything like any field, any table, it will start with u underscore that name. Okay. So all the custom fields you create on form, it will have that's its backend name as u underscore that name. Okay. Then I am extending task table, that is task, and this is in global application. And here you can see create module, create mobile module, add module to menu, new menu. So what is this? Like if you want to create an application and menu and you want to show that separately in this left hand side application navigator, you have to take this. Okay. If you don't want, just remove that tick and create your table. So for now I am keeping this as it is. And I am not selecting any of the existing application menu. I am creating with Gautam, demo Gautam, and under that we will have this table. Okay. So nothing to do, just I am saving it. Okay. So and after that you can see that module menu thing got disappeared. Okay. And you can see a name, a label, extended table, and you can see we have not created even one field, even though there are around 70 fields here. And those are because we have extended our task table. Okay. And we are not adding anything here like extended, like I am not changing anything here. Access one I am leaving as it is. Okay, just I will use this one. Okay, so this is by default, this prefix. So all my tickets will start with DEM, and those will like those has number starting with 1000, and those will be of 7 digits. Okay. And let me save because I have clicked on that auto number. So by default we have this prefix, all this, right? That is clear. So on the bottom, create access control, and you can see by default a user role got created. So each table has each role created, like this is the role which will access that particular table. Okay. So my table name was Gautam, demo underscore Gautam, right? From here to here. So it created a user role with that name. So we will see what is this user role. And on the bottom, you can see by default, whenever we create any table, it will create 4 ACLs. Like ACL is access control list. Like this is the access to create any record on this table. This is access to delete record on this table. This is to read. This is to write. That is the purpose of this ACLs. Okay. And this label is by default, nothing to do here. This data index is also default, nothing to do here, also nothing to do. Okay. So I'm creating duplicate of this. And now Gautam, sorry. So here you can see this is the menu which we created, we selected, and this is our table, demo Gautam demos. Okay, sorry, demos Gautams. So these are the fields. This is the list view. This is empty, and you can see all these fields are related to task table. Only this number field is of our demos Gautam. Okay, and if I click on new, so for this Gautam's demo, a default view will also be created, and you can see this DEM, that is our prefix. Then we have selected that our number will be 1000, so 1001, and we said right 7 digits, so 000. Okay, so total of 7 digits number, and this DEM as prefix, and these all fields are related to our task table. I'm creating a ticket now. Task 1 description. Okay, and I'm saving that ticket. So this record got created. Okay, this record got created. So you can see in ServiceNow it is so simple. Like I have just created a table. Okay, and I have extended some extended a task table. So based on that, list view got created, form got created, nothing to do on form, and even nothing to do on CRUD operations like save, delete, update. All those are also coming by default. So this is my record which I have created. Easy, right? Like this is for update, this is for delete. So nothing to do, no CRUD operations, no coding till now. Any queries till now? Sharath, Rohit.
But yeah, no, but everything is clear.
Okay. So same thing you can check from your like design form, layout form, layout list, all those things which we have seen yesterday. Okay. So if I want to create fields on this table, I can add that from here, like on new. Okay. I can select which type, like true or false, boolean, like true or false, boolean, string. I can give any name, like I am giving demo name. Okay, I'm just giving this demo name, and you can see column name is coming by default, and I can give what will be the maximum length, like I say 40. So it will take a maximum length of 40. If that exceeds 40, it will stop there. Like I have given some paragraph, it will take only till length 40. Okay, and on the left hand side we have this, sorry, on the right hand side we have this read only. So should that field be only read only, and should that field be displayed on the form, yes or no? Okay, and on the bottom we have, if you want to show any default value, whenever page get load, you want to show that as true or false, or if that is a string, so you want to show any default value there, so that is for that. And choice specification, if that if you want to show any choice, like some priority 1 2 3 something, so you can add that from here. And to our choice field also, you want to show none, or you want to show a drop down without any none, or drop down with none, all those different type of things. Okay, so I am not giving anything for now, just I am saving it. Okay, so one field got created. Demo my table, opening it. Now you can see these are the task table fields. I'm filtering out those. and I have only these two fields created here. So sys underscore id will get created by default even if you create any field or not. And you can see maximum that is of 32 digits, and that is the type sys id GUI ID, so that will be unique. And this demo name I have created, so wherever it has X mark, that means that we have created that field. Okay, and this is my table name. So this field demo name is of this one. Okay. Okay. So I want to add that Gautam demo field on the form. So you can see that is here. Okay. True or false. So that is one option. You can create a field from table, or second option is on this starting gray one on the top, click left on the mouse, you will have configure, and from configure go to your form layout. And form layout, I told you that we can move from left to right, all those things are also possible. And if you want to create any new field, so I am giving like demo short description. Okay, and I want that as a string. Okay, I want that as a string, and I want it should be of maximum length 100. So I am adding on that. So you can see when I click on add, it is going directly to this list, means that is selected list. So click on save. Okay, it got saved. Now close. So now you can see demo short description. So these are the two ways in which you can add your fields. Clear?
So Gautam,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this demo description will be available for each and every incident. Like whenever you create a new one, right? So this will be there, or only for this it will be up here.
I didn't understand. I didn't get your
No,
question.
now you have no, you have created the demo description
Correct.
field, right?
Yes.
So you have created with the second option, like right click on the gray icon. So this way.
Yes.
So now,
Yes.
if you create another new record
Uh-huh.
with the demo like demo Gautam table,
Uh-huh.
if you create a new record, so
Uh-huh.
in that form also this demo description field will available.
Actually, Sharath, you don't create new forms. You create new view.
No, Gautam. So now you have created demo short description, right? So
Yes.
you
Yes.
just save it and yeah, just save it and go back once again. Create a new record again in the
Uh-huh.
demo Gautam table.
Okay. I'm clicking here, form layout. Yes.
No, not here. It's okay.
Mhm.
Just save this and go back to the table again.
Oh, okay. So you want here on this table, right?
Uh, no, not here. Uh, the incident. So where you are creating the ticket, right, in your table.
Like that is not
Like
incident. Mhm.
yeah, here. This is a table. Just open demo Gautam.
Yes.
Okay, if
Yes.
you create a new here,
This is table, like which we have created table. You want to see form where we create ticket?
yes, that form.
Huh.
Just create a ticket in this table.
Okay.
Like the prefix will add right with the
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah. Now create new one.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I want to check. Like
Yeah.
each and every new record, this demo short description will be available, right?
Yes. 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 It will be available.
One. Okay.
Yes. And one
Yes,
more
Gautam.
thing. One more thing I want to explain. Like presently, we don't have any views on this form. Like in .NET, we create one view for end user, one view for manager, one view for CEO, right? So we can create same thing here, but by default, this is a default view. We can say if you want to create view, you can go to your form layout. Okay, and here you have like demo Gautam, that is a default view, and I want to create a new view. I will give name as user view. Okay, yeah, I have created user view. Yes, and in that I have this I'm removing these two fields and I am saving it. Okay, so here you can see that we have demo name on default view. Okay, that is default view. Okay, I'm not able to see view. Why? Why is view option not available? Okay, I will see like a view option is not available for me. I don't know why. Else I have shown you in incident, right? We have different views like a workplace, user, default, those views. So here also you can create different views, and you can set like in which view you want to show which fields.
View option is coming outside the form, Gautam.
Okay,
So
let
if
me
you go to the list view, go to the list view.
yes.
Yeah, on the top, yeah, there it's getting.
Yeah, it is showing only default, but it is not showing the new view which I have created.
Okay.
Actually, you will get that in this. Yeah, here you can see. Sorry. In default view, you can see we have demo name, demo short description. But when I click on user view, you can see form will get changed. See, that doesn't have that demo Gautam fields, and I have added closed field here. Okay.
Okay.
So that will those field will depend on view also. Like you can like some people create around 7 to 8 views, like some will be by default, like default view, mobile default view, such views, and one for manager, one for user, and they will go on creating. So that is view concept. So you can add as many as fields you want in each view. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
So these are the two ways by which we can create our fields. One is table and one is from form layout. And if I want to rearrange like demo name, demo short description, I can do that in two ways. First, form design. Okay, so here I have this demo name, demo short description. So I'm just moving that up and down, just like we used to do in Windows Form .NET. I'm saving that. Reload your form, and here you can see short description got up and this got on bottom. So that is one way. And another is form layout. Okay, actually we will see this all in form designing class. For now we will complete tables part. Okay, then we have, let's go to table. So clear, right, how we can create a field on the form, Sharath, and
Yes, Gautam.
yes, in same way you can add like a different type, like that maybe this boolean, due date, like that will be in date time, date time format, that can be a list, that can be a journal field, that will be like a journal field, like a short, like we give for description, right? A big text box, that one. Then we have reference field, then we have okay. Yes, I will create these two fields for your understanding. One is a reference and one is choice. Then we can go to next topic, ACLs. Yes. So here I want to create a new field. I am saying demo users, and here I am saying, I will say reference field. Where is reference? Yes, reference. And to which table I want to refer that. So I am giving reference as sys underscore user table, which is a which has all the user data. Okay. This one, I'm selecting this. So now let's see what will be the output. Added and save. So as Sharath, you told, I am going to new when I want to create a new ticket. And this is our reference field, demo users. And I have given reference of user table. So when I open this, I can see user table fields. Like I want to add able tutor here. So this is reference field. You can refer to any of the table. If you want to refer like incident table, you can refer problem table, you can add anything, and that table will get attached to this field. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So here also, this is a referral of user table assigned to, and this configuration item, this is also a referral of CMDB table, CMDB CI table. And one more thing in service now, you can observe, like I'm going to first, let me show from incident. I'm going to incident, and then I am clicking on create new. So here you can see table's name on the URL, that is incident. Okay. So same problem. Problem will be easy. So you just take change ticket. We will create. Sorry, I have given space. So create new. Okay, I'm opening any existing one. So I am opening this ticket. So on the top, you can see change underscore request. So this is the table of change management. Okay. So in same way, when I'm clicking on demo Gautam's, you can see, sorry, yes, u underscore demo underscore Gautam. That was our table name, right? So that will appear on our URL. So you can know which table they are referring. Okay, from this. So next we will create a choice field. Then form layout again, demo choice. And then we will create a choice field, that is choice here. Add, save. So on the bottom, you can see we have demo choice and none, but we don't have any values because we have not given any choices in that. So what you have to do, click on left hand side, left of mouse, go to dictionary configure or configure choice. So I am going to dictionary, configure dictionary here. And on the bottom, I have this choice option. So I am creating choices here. Like I want to show, I'm giving like Hyderabad as one choice. Then I have to give some background value. I can give 1, 2, 3, or I can give Hyderabad here also. Okay, anything 1, 2, 3 or something, or this one. So I am submitting. So in same way, I am creating one more, like Mumbai, and I am giving Mumbai in small, and I am submitting that. Okay, so we have to created 2 choice fields. Sorry, save. So let's see if that will appear in our list or not. You can see Hyderabad and Mumbai got added here. Okay, so if we want to have one more choice field and you want to have dependent, like when we select a state, we want to show this field. So if we have some dependency like this, we can have that. Let me create one more choice field. State. Okay. Demo underscore choice, and that is choice. So here now this is empty, right? Again, we have to create dependencies. Like first I will create choices in this, then we will create dependency.
For choices, like can we import list from somewhere? Like for cities, like we can have multiple, right?
Correct.
So is it possible to import from somewhere?
Yes, you can. Let me show how and where we can. So I'm going here. So on the bottom, like let me add one thing here, and after that we will see. So I'm adding Telangana here, and this one also Telangana here, and I am submitting it. Okay, so this record is getting created, and when I open from this, like you have this link, right? You can left click on that and open in new window. So you can see we have a table name as sys underscore choice. So where that choices are getting created. So as Rohit, you told, you can import that data here through XML or through Excel, which we have discussed last time, and that data will get inserted here. Okay. And one more thing, like if you want to check like which choice are of which table, like when you are inserting, you want to configure something, where we have that table. Okay, we have that table here, and I'm like I have created 2 or 3 fields now, right? So I want to check on demo table, demo Gautam. So here are the choices which we have created from our demo Gautam, that is Hyderabad, Mumbai, Telangana, these things. Correct. So this is the sys underscore choice table. Here you can insert, but those should be linked with the table you want to map. Okay. And I'm creating one more choice, Maharashtra, and I'm giving that as Maharashtra. So these 4 choices got created. Okay, and now I want to create dependency. So how I can create dependency? Like when I select Telangana, then only Hyderabad should be populated. When I select Maharashtra, then Mumbai should be populated. So demo choice field will be dependent on demo state, right? So I'm configuring that. So open this field, like I'm opening this choice which I have created, and dependent on Maharashtra. Let's save and see if that is available. So I'm selecting this. Okay. Okay, these both are appearing. Okay. One minute.
అది ఇది చేసేసి ఇచ్చేసి వచ్చిన కింగ్ షుడ్ బి
E underscore. Okay. Sorry.
అయిపోయిందా ప్యాకింగ్ చేసేసాం
చేసేసి
E underscore demo underscore state.
పైన వచ్చేసి
పైన అది కింద ఇయ్యాల కవర్ వేసినాం దాని మీద
కవర్ వేసిన డిటి డిజైన్ రాసి
So let's check, or else I will find like where that option got hidden of dependencies.
సార్ చెప్పు సార్ 27,000 చెప్పు ఫోన్ చేసినారు ఆయన ఫ్యాక్టరీ వాళ్ళు ఎవరో ఫోన్ చేశారంట అని 3 నెలల కిందట అని చెప్పు అది మన లేదంటే తప్పు రాస్తే కానీ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది ఫ్యాక్టరీ ఇప్పుడు నేను పంపిస్తా కొరియర్ లో ఏమంటది
So that dependency option is not working, but I will see. It should work from dictionary configure. Where I'm missing. Okay, I think that option is getting missed somewhere. I will check that, and I can I tell that in tomorrow's class about dependent field, like when we are developing form.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So as we have seen about tables, and on that we have ACLs, right? 4 default ACLs. Okay. So as we have discussed, like there is an default role got created. So I am copying that role just for reference. And let's impersonate with able tutor, and let's see if that person is able to see this table or not. Okay. Demo, he is not able to see. Even if I go hard coded like Gautam underscore demo underscore dot list, here it is showing as security constraints prevent access to requested page, because that every table has 4 ACLs, which I have shown you on the bottom. If that user has any one of that, like in that role, only after that he will be able to see this table. Okay. So how that will be possible? Because we have a particular role, we can directly give that role to able tutor and he will be able to see this table and its record. So I'm going to sys_user.list. That is able tutor. I'm opening his record. And then in roles, I will provide him that table, particular tables role. But in real time, we will not use table role. So this is the role. I am moving that to here. And now you can see this person has this particular role. I'm just saving it, my form again. I think our class will get disconnected in next 2 or 3 minutes. If that happens, I will send you a new link on WhatsApp. Okay. Like we have only 1 minute left. So I'm impersonating as able tutor again, and now I am seeing this demo. Now you can see he is able to access this demo table, and he is able to, because he has like he has the role which can create all, like a delete, he can create record, he can update. All those 4 ACLs are available for him. So he is able to do all, he is able to perform all the actions on this particular table. Okay. For example, just click on save and see this 1025 record got created. So give me a minute, I will share you new link so we can continue there. Okay.
Okay.